Hello students, today we are going to start our next topic of the chapter Life Processes Nutrition in Animals. Here we will be studying in details about nutrition in the unicellular animals such as amoeba. Next, nutrition in humans. Only these two types, nutrition in humans and amoeba. So first, every organism passes through uh, certain different steps in their process of nutrition. Okay, so these different steps are: first, ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and fifth one, ingestion. So every living organism mm, uh, which perform those who are holozoic, those who those organisms who follows holozoic mode of nutrition, holo holozoic nutrition. So holozoic nutrition I have already discussed in the last class. So what is holozoic nutrition? The organisms which take food in the solid form, and that food passes through different processes of nutrition such as ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. So that mode of nutrition is known as holozoic nutrition, and holozoic nutrition is performed by some unicellular organisms such as amoeba, paramecium, and multicellular organisms such as human beings and the animals such as dogs, cows, cats, deer. Okay, so they take solid food खाते हैं वो लोग, और वो फूड क्या होता है, डाइजेशन होता है. फर्स्ट इंजेस्ट करते हैं, नेक्स्ट इंजेस्ट करने के बाद डाइजेशन प्रोसेस. आफ्टर डाइजेशन द फूड इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू सिंपलर फॉर्म्स so that the food can be easily absorbed by the organism's body. Next, assimilation, and next, digestion. So these organisms which follows these 5 steps in their process of nutrition are known as holozoic animals, and that mode of nutrition is known as holozoic nutrition. So let us first discuss these first different steps. So what is ingestion? Ingestion means intake of food by the organisms. In case of amoeba, the mode of ingestion is different because amoeba is a unicellular animal. उसका एक ही सेल है. It has it do not have any differentiated or highly specified organs related to its nutrition system. उसका एक ही सेल है, and with that cell only it performs nutrition. It performs ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. सारे काम वो एक ही सेल से करते हैं, and respiration also. But we the human beings or the multicellular animals or developed animals, we have certain specific organs to perform these functions. Okay, every steps of nutrition is done by different organ systems or organs of our body. The nutritive organ is the in human is the human digestive system. Next, okay, first ingestion is the intake of food. In case of amoeba, it takes food with the help of pseudopodia. We'll study in detail. And in case of multicellular animals such as humans, we have special organs. We have mouth. Okay, we have 4 different types of teeth. What are they? Incisors, canines, premolar and molar. Incisors and canines help us to tear or cut the food, and premolars and molars वो क्या करते हैं, चबाने में हेल्प करता है. It helps us to chew the food and grind the food into small particles so that it can be easily swallowed. Next step is digestion. So digestion may be different organisms follow different process of digestion. In unicellular animals जो एमोइबा में जो होता है डाइजेशन वो सिंगल सेल में ही होता है. ओके, we'll study one by one. So they do not have any highly specified digestive system. उसका एक ही सेल में उसका जो डाइजेशन प्रोसेस होता है. बट इन केस ऑफ ह्यूमन बींग्स वी हैव स्पेशलाइज्ड ऑर्गन्स ऑफ डाइजेशन. माउथ, इसोफेगस, stomach, then large intestine, small intestine. These are different organs, and we have different glands also. Liver, the salivary glands, liver, and pancreas. So these glands and different organs make up the human digestive system where digestion take place. Digestion क्यों जरूरी है? Because the organism's body cannot absorb the solid food, because the solid food particles are larger in size and they are not soluble in water. Okay, इसीलिए through digestion process the carbohydrate, protein and fat component of the food are broken down into simpler substances so that our body can easily get the nutrients. Next, after absorption. In unicellular animals such as amoeba, absorption वो उसी सेल में होता है. absorption it through in cytoplasm में होता है. it amoeba में कुछ ऐसा highly specified connective tissue नहीं है, blood circulation circulatory system नहीं है कोई. उसका एक ही सेल में absorption वो single cell में होता है. And in case of human beings, absorption takes place through the small intestine. Through digestion, the insoluble food particles are converted into small soluble particles so that the organism's body can absorb it. That process is known as absorption. Next, assimilation. Assimilation में क्या होगा? The absorbed food is used by the organism's body to provide the organism energy. उसको एनर्जी देने के लिए फिर for growth, for reproduction, for repair of the damaged cells, okay, and different metabolic or body functions. So that process is known as assimilation. The process by which the food is utilized by an organism's body after absorption is known as assimilation. Next, digestion. Digestion में क्या होता है? हम जितना भी फूड खाते हैं या एक ऑर्गेनिजम्स जितना भी फूड्स खाता है उसके सभी 100% डाइजेशन नहीं होता है. ऑर्गेनिज्म को हम वी हैव सर्टेन लिमिटेशंस ऑफ द डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम. मतलब एक बार में हम लोग इतना खाना खाया. आवर डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम हैज डिफरेंट मेजरमेंट्स. मतलब हम इतना ही डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम बोलेगा कि हम आप जितना भी खाओ हम मतलब कुछ इतना तक ही हम उसको डाइजेस्ट कर सकेंगे. सो 100% डाइजेशन ऑफ फूड डज नॉट ऑकर. द अनडाइजेस्टेड फूड जो डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम से तो पास जरूर होता है लेकिन वो डाइजेस्ट नहीं होता है. मतलब दैट फूड पार्टिकल्स आर नॉट ब्रोकन डाउन इनटू सिंपल फॉर्म्स. ओके, so those food particles are thus waste products for our body and it is excreted from the organisms of the body, and different organisms have different excretory system. So these 5 processes, ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and digestion, are performed by all the unicellular and multicellular organisms, though the processes differ in different organisms. Okay, एक काऊ का जो डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम है और एक ह्यूमन बीइंग का जो डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम है, इट्स कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट बिकॉज काऊ मेनली फीड्स ऑन व्हाट, ग्रास. Grass, although it is a carbohydrate, at the same time it is a cellulose. Okay, and the intestine, small intestine of the grass eating animals such as cow is very long. उनका intestine बहुत लंबा होता है, ठीक है, so that the cellulose can easily digest. cellulose को एक large surface area मिलता है digestion के लिए, and there are some bacteria also present in the different organs of digestive system of the cows, and that bacteria also help to break down the cellulose into simpler forms. But in human beings we do not have such kind of arrangements in our stomach to digest the cellulose part of the grass. इसलिए हम घास नहीं खाते हैं, खाने से वो डाइजेस्ट नहीं होगा. Okay, so next let us come to the digestion of nutrition in amoeba. So let us first take out the slide. Zoom it. Okay, so first ingestion. As I said before, amoeba do not have any specific organ for intake of food. Okay, how it takes food? Okay, first, no, amoeba खाता क्या है? Food of amoeba is microscopic plants और animals. वो खुद ही तो माइक्रोस्कोपिक ऑर्गेनिज्म है, तो उसका फूड भी छोटा ही होगा, माइक्रोस्कोपिक फूड ही वो खाएगा. तो फर्स्ट स्टेप इज इंजेशन. दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप. amoeba do not have any specific organs like us, माउथ या कोई स्पेसिफिक ऑर्गन नहीं है फूड को इंटेक करने के लिए. सो हाउ डज इट इंटेक फूड? विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्यूडोपोडिया. इसका जो सेल है, इट कैन चेंज its shape depending on which function they are performing. So when a food particle or a plant or a microscopic plant or animal cell, it reaches near the amoeba senses this food and वो क्या करता है, ऐसे they send out some projections. Okay, some like this projections they send out. In diagram 2 you see, these projections are known as pseudopodia. These projections are known as pseudopodia. It gradually surrounds the food particle. अभी amoeba lives in water. Amoeba lives in water. Next, what it do? It completely engulfs the food particle with some amount of water inside, forming a food vacuole. तो food vacuole के अंदर क्या होगा? The food particle will be there and some amount of water. Okay, so This process is the ingestion. Now next come to digestion, second step. Digestion में क्या होगा? How the cytoplasm, the food is digested by the food vacuole with the help of digestive enzymes. Okay, digestive enzymes के थ्रू से जो food particle है that will be converted into smaller particles so that the amoeba can absorb the nutrients from this food particle. The enzymes from surrounding cytoplasm enter into the food vacuole and break down the food into small and soluble molecules by chemical reactions. So, in the cytoplasm, when food vacuole will enter inside the cytoplasm will secrete some digestive enzymes, and these digestive enzymes they will enter the food vacuole and they will convert the food particle into small soluble form. After that absorption, okay, so the digestive enzymes will digest the food particles inside the food vacuoles. Now absorption. In absorption, step number 3, absorption में क्या होगा? The digested food inside the food vacuole will pass through the food vacuole into the cytoplasm. Okay. In case of amoeba also, not जो food particle वो उसने लिया था उसका 100% digest नहीं होगा. Only some amount will be digested which will be absorbed. Okay. So the amoeba consists of one cell. It does not require blood system to carry the digested food. amoeba का एक ही सेल है, इसलिए amoeba को कोई भी ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम नहीं चाहिए to transport its food from one cell to another because उसका सिर्फ एक ही सेल है. The digested food spreads out from the food vacuole into the whole body of amoeba. After absorption of food, okay, and the food vacuole disappears. And food absorb होने के बाद क्या होगा? ये food vacuole, this food vacuole will be gradually disappeared. Now assimilation. So assimilation I have explained you. Assimilation में क्या होता है? The digested or the absorbed food is used by the amoeba for its various body functions such as nutrition तो हो गया, next movement, next reproduction, okay, cell division के लिए, growth के लिए, okay. So that process is the assimilation. Next, digestion. In digestion, what will happen? Those quantity of the food which remained undigested, it's still in the cytoplasm of the amoeba. So, at some point, the plasma membrane of the amoeba, okay, assimilation and okay, the cell membrane or plasma membrane of the amoeba will rupture. It will rupture or break, and the undigested food will be thrown out of the amoeba, and that ruptured portion gradually will be covered up. Okay. So in this way, amoeba completes the process of nutrition. So next, we have nutrition in human being.